11 in February of this year. 199 healthcare facilities have been targeted, and in 2016, that's compared to 91 back in 2012, and an estimated 15,000 of Syria's 30,000 doctors had left by the year 2015. Well, this Saturday completes President Donald Trump's first 100 days in office in Russia, one hot topic that just will not go away. Today, Democrats revealed the Pentagon is investigating former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's $33,000 paycheck from Russia for a speech he gave in Moscow back in 2015.
We have no evidence, zilch, that he obtained permission from the Secretary of the Army and the Secretary of State to accept any foreign government payments as required by law.
Now, back in February, President Trump fired Flynn, a retired lieutenant general and top campaign advisor, for lying to Vice President Mike Pence about his contact with Russia's ambassador to the United States. Flynn's lawyers disputes the latest allegations, saying the same documents released today actually confirm that Flynn provided the DOD with details about the event in Moscow. Well, one state could set a precedent when it comes to sanctuary cities and enforcing immigration law. House lawmakers in Texas passed a proposal today making it a crime if police don't do their part. They could face charges or even be removed from office. The measure allows law enforcement to ask about a person's immigration status if they are detained, not arrested. Critics believe this is going to lead to racial profiling and drive a wedge between law enforcement and immigrants, while supporters say the measure simply reinforces current law. Now, we spoke with people in the Texas border town about this debate and what's driving this country.
The strength of the country we have today, in my opinion, has been built on the backs and the shoulders of immigrants. And so now to reverse that course, it's the same thing with the so-called border wall issue. And to reverse the course doesn't make sense.
The legislation would also allow Texas to withhold funding from county and local governments for acting as sanctuary cities. The Texas State Senate has already approved a similar measure, but the two chambers must reach a compromise before the bill heads off to the governor's desk. We've heard it before, have an emergency plan if your home is ever on fire. But what if you're not on the ground floor? Investigative correspondent J.C. Larson with what you need to know tonight when you only have moments to get out.
So you wake up, it's the middle of the night, and you realize your house is on fire. You think about going out the door in your bedroom, but it's blocked. There's smoke and flames. Your only way out from the second story is a window. So few people have fire escape ladders, so we wanted to know, are they really worth it? If this is your house, there is just one thing you're thinking about: getting you and your family out safely.
Say hi, fireman.
Anna Grotto bought this beautiful new build a year ago.
It's been concerning, how am I going to get everybody if we're out on the top or on the second floor?
And she admits she's not prepared for a fire, especially if her family is trapped up here. How did you get out of here?
I don't know. I was looking online for the throw ladders that you throw over your window, but I wasn't really sure what the best one to get.
We ordered some of the most common fire escape ladders, protected the side of Anna's house, and then I put the ladders to the test. The fire department supervised for safety.
So in case something goes wrong here, this is going to hold me.
It will. After you take the ladder out of the box, you have to hook it over the windowsill just like that. Ladder number one, a roughly $40 ladder from First Alert. It did take some getting used to.
This is much less sturdy than going down like your ladder in your house. Every time I pull on this, you can see that the ladder pulls away from the wall there. But I'll tell you, if you had to get out in a fire and you had no other option, you might need that.
This one had rubber legs on the back, and overall, I thought it worked.
You know, it definitely brings more peace of mind. That looks a little wobbly.
Already, this one does not feel steady.
Things changed a bit when I tried out this $30 ladder from Kitty. It didn't feel as good from the very beginning.
This one is lots different than the first one I tested in that, look at this, I'm coming quite a ways off of the side of the house here.
But like the First Alert, I successfully got down on it, albeit with a bit more uneasiness.
It just doesn't feel like it's braced very well.
Well, that was not the case with this nearly $90 ladder from the American Ladder Company. I didn't even try going down on it.
If you hooked it that way, when the ladder was deployed, it still falls back in. If you tried to put it in this way, it simply won't easily go over your window here. I wouldn't trust this little piece right here to hold me.
Huh.
Anna, who watched from below with her family, says there were clear differences in the ladder's stability.
So we're going to try this one more time here.
Not too many people even think about fire ladders.
Lieutenant Mike Soma suggests that multi-story homes have fire escape ladders, and he says a fire escape plan that your whole family practices.
What I've seen in my career is that when people's residences are on fire, it becomes a very heavy smoke condition and people get disoriented in their own home. So they'll open doors thinking it's going outside when really they're going into a closet area or a different part of their residence and getting themselves trapped.
That's why this can be valuable.
And I'm definitely going to get some throw ladders for sure.
Our test shows, regardless of which ladder you choose, it is important that you open it up, familiarize yourself with it, and make sure it works with the design of your window. Because when seconds count, there is no time to figure it out. I'm Jace Larson.
There have been 16 fire deaths in our city this year, and on Saturday, the city fire department is going to head to neighborhoods to talk about the importance of having working smoke alarms as well as an escape plan. A deadly superbug showing up at our hospitals, which states most impacted and why the fungus is hard to fight. Plus, taking a step to battle ALS, a charity race started by former Ravens player O.J. Brigance. How you can support the cause. It's been 10 years since former Ravens player O.J. Brigance was diagnosed with ALS. And this weekend, there's a charity race to help people battling Lou Gehrig's disease. And joining us now with details, his wife of 73 years, Shauna, is here. Hey, you were over there looking at the 10-day forecast going crazy on Sunday.
You know what? Yes, we are so excited that this year it's going to be warm. We don't know what to do with ourselves because it's going to be a little warmer than last year. But come rain, sleet, or snow, no matter what, we're still going to be out there.
What's it like for you and OJ to be out there? It's almost like a homecoming every time you do this, right?
You know what? We're so humbled to see so many people come out, support the event, support those who are living with ALS, you know, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, you know, helping those who are living with this disease. So just to see the people and the hearts out there who are coming out, taking the time, their precious time, and being supportive.
Let me ask you, I know there are many that have ALS here in Baltimore. Do they turn to OJ and ask for advice and all that kind of, do they come out to this event and say, what do we need? How do we prepare? What should we look for?
Absolutely. Even if it's not at the event, you know, with us having our main office and being able to go onto our website, brigancebrigade.org, you know, there's a phone number there, there's information there they can call. And as well, we are there to answer any questions, or even if just going on the website and just looking at the resources that we have available on the website, just to kind of direct them so they can navigate through this thing, because it is something else.
What's it like for your husband to be a hero?
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know if he really would consider himself a hero. He would just consider himself as doing the right thing, and that's trying to help someone else who is standing in the same position he's standing in, because we're standing in that same position.
What's it like for him to be married to a hero? Because you have stood by him from...
Well, thank you so much.
Unbelievable, Shonda.
You know what? We really, we love one another just like we love people. And we took our vows serious, you know? I mean, of course I'm going to stick by my husband. If it were me, I wouldn't want him or anyone to leave me and leave me alone. So, you know, we're sticking with one another. This May will be 23 years of marriage, and we're sticking with one another as we're sticking with those who are living with this disease.
Because I love you so much. We're going to go over, all right? Tell my producer we're going over, because I want to talk about the Houston event that's coming up.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful. We're excited about it.
And when is that going to be?
That's going to be May 20th in Houston.
Now, why the Houston? Because?
We're born and raised in Houston, both OJ and I. Yes,
so you're going to have another brigade down there.
Yes, now we're going to have this Houston chapter now. We have that event May 20th, and his Rice University, they're hosting the whole thing. We're so excited.
All right, now back to Sunday. It's a 5.7.
5.7 in honor of his 57 jersey number when he played. It's a 5.7K and is also a 1.57 run or walk. You could run or walk it for those who aren't daring to do the 5.
You can still sign up.
You can still sign up the day of. Please, everyone, come out and sign up. Come sign up, be a part of. We have a celebration village with a fun zone for the kids that is sponsored by Care First, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and we have a cornhole tournament that is sponsored by Oliver and Grimsley, and we have so much. We have Matt Davis is the DJ, so we're going to have music, and Keith Mills is the MC, so we're going to have a fabulous time. Anybody who's anybody should be there.
We will be there. All the best to you and OJ.
Thank you so much.
Happy anniversary and great luck down there in Houston.
Thank you.
And there's still time to sign up for this Sunday's race. We've got it all on our website at abc2news.com. Give Mills a big hug for me, will you?
I will.
All right, tonight the CDC is bringing attention to a deadly superbug fungus. It is called Candida auris. Now, this is a harmful yeast, and it's showing up at hospitals in the U.S. and right now mainly in New York and New Jersey. Officials say 17 New York patients have died, and we had 15 cases in New Jersey, and Illinois has 4, and there's been 1 case in Maryland. And according to the CDC, the superbug spreads real easily, and experts say it's tough to identify in lab tests, and it doesn't respond to the usual antifungal virus.
And looking at our forecast, that cool front, it arrives tonight, but don't worry, that summer heat that we've been experiencing today, it's going to remain as we go into the day tomorrow, but it will come with multiple opportunities of seeing some showers and also some storms as we go into the weekend. The warm, humid air mass is going to lead to some unsettled days ahead, but right now, just take it all in. Upper 70s, 80 degrees right now, fine as far as the high temperature goes. That was our high temp. Morning started around 53. As you can see, for us, we should be pretty close to 70. So now we're even averaging warm temperatures, so we're still exceeding that with a high of around 80. Out the door, we're at 78. We do have a mix of sun and clouds out there. Find that dew point is pretty high. The muggy meter's off the charts right now. 62 degrees, winds from the southeast at 11 miles per hour. And the warm sector is taking over. Temperatures are going to be staying in the 70s and the 80s. But notice this cool front on the horizon is going to be moving in our direction. This will be an opportunity not so much to cool us down, but to get rid of some of that humidity that we're dealing with right now. So just a check of that muggy meter. I want you to see over the next 24 hours, we're going to go from the 60s, which is that very humid, muggy air that you can feel, down to a more comfortable level. And that's going to no doubt make it more comfortable, open up the windows, and it's going to feel pretty good. One thing I will mention, though, we're tracking an opportunity at seeing some showers and storms moving through later this evening. We will cloud up some. Fog will be a possibility, especially after midnight. Here's a look at the showers and storms that could roll through as well. We could have some lingering rain as we go into your Friday morning, but after that, I think the skies will gradually clear from west to east, and that's going to set the stage for a pretty nice day. So for tonight, mostly cloudy. We'll have an opportunity at seeing some of those showers and storms pass through.